Are you about to start your full-time job at a Big Four accounting firm? A little over a year ago, I was in your shoes and didn't know what to expect. Hey, what's up everyone? If you're new here, my name is Akin. I'm a data analyst working at a healthcare analytics company. Before becoming a data analyst, I was in IT audit at a Big Four accounting firm. In this video, I'll go over the 10 things I wish I knew before working at Big Four. I only worked there for a year, but with one busy season under my belt, I think I have enough experience to talk about. I didn't study accounting in college. I took 2 mandatory accounting classes and barely passed them. And I never took an IT audit class either. But I can say this, no matter what classes you take, the work you're going to be doing is a lot different than the school work. You might need to know some financial terms, but I think the most useful class you can take for audit is some sort of an Excel class. At least it was for me, because I was on Excel almost all day, every day. You probably heard me say this a couple of times, but the learning curve at Big Four is very steep. From the day you start working, you're going to be bombarded with new information and you'll be constantly learning. Since everything moves too fast and there's a lot of work to do, especially in busy season, you'll probably get overwhelmed by how much you have to learn. It's challenging because the learning will never end at Big Four, so you need a good system to be on top of the information you get from your seniors, which is my next point. I wish I knew taking notes and organizing them was so important before working at Big Four. It's almost impossible to keep all the things you learn in your mind, because our brains are for having ideas, not for holding them. You also don't want to ask your seniors the same questions over and over again. So creating a good note-taking system is crucial at Big Four, preferably on the laptop, because it's going to be easier to find specific notes when they're digital. Before working at Big Four, I didn't know clients hated auditors. I mean, they don't literally hate, but they're mostly annoyed. Because as an auditor, you're asking the exact same questions each year. Questions like, did this process change? Are you still using the same process as last year? Any changes to the people who had access to this system? So questions like these actually annoyed them. And they're not the kindest people to speak to in the meetings. Stress and the amount of work that has to get done will affect your health. At this point, we all know what the busy season is. During busy season, you have less free time than usual, which means less time for working out, cooking, and doing the things that you love. That actually happened to me when the busy season started last year. Since I was still new to the firm, I didn't know what to expect, and the workload caught me off guard. I was skipping lunch and didn't work out for about 2-3 weeks, which does not happen unless I'm injured. I then came back to my routine, but it definitely affected my health at the time. At Big Four, you'll be working on different projects, so you'll be working with different teams and managers. Working with different managers is a completely different experience in terms of their coaching styles and how they assign tasks. So your stress levels and workload will totally depend on your seniors and managers. That's what happened to me during busy season. On some of my engagements, I was relatively stress-free, but some others were very stressful. I wish I'd known this before. I couldn't have changed anything, but it would have been good to know what to expect. This was all in my head, but when the busy season started, I was going to the office once a week and hated every second of it. I was also seeing people complain and hating their lives for the most part. I didn't want to be like those guys at all. Even though they were making above 200K, I did not admire that. It was all in my head, but subconsciously I was thinking it was gonna last forever. And I was scared of being stuck in this job like those guys years down the line. Thankfully, I did something about it and left within a year, but I was worried in the beginning that this was gonna be my life. There might be exceptions to this, but most people are nice at Big Four. What I mean by that is, they don't try to take advantage of you. I mean, I think the firms take advantage of their employees, but since others have been there before too, they're usually understanding. And most of the hires at Big Four are from colleges, so you're also surrounded by other young professionals, which is so nice because you usually think alike. Big Four firms do have great benefits, and I learned that when I started another job. The company I'm working for now is also a huge company, but the benefits at Big Four were actually better. The benefits will vary depending on which Big Four firm you're working for, but they're usually great. The last thing I wish I knew before working at Big Four is documenting accomplishments at work will help you big time. It will help you see your progress, it will give you visibility and confidence, and it's gonna help you when you do your performance reviews. I should have been documenting my accomplishments and wins at work, then I would be a lot more comfortable during the one-on-ones with my manager. So these are the 10 things I wish I knew before working at Big Four. If you like this video, you can check my other Big Four related videos and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.